This is Mohammed Ramiz and you are watching Flutter Fluency. It's been a long time I have not created video because I was really busy, but now because of your lot of asking, I see lot of comments on YouTube. So now I'm planning to spare the time for the video, and at least 3 videos in a week I will create, inshallah. So let's hope for the best. So now let's talk about today. Our topic discussion is API implementation. Previously we learned in one video. I have already created one video regarding the API, but in that video I just talk about the how you create API. But today we are gonna deep dive in the API and we will see with the user interface. We will not run on the console only or test mode only. We will also run into the front end. Okay, so I already have one API here. So first of all I'll talk about this button. I am really interested to talk about on this button. If I click on this button, we will be able to see two options: create API group, create API call. What's the difference between both? If you want to create single API, okay, so you use create API call. Okay, you will put all these things like this. You will pull all these things, put all these things, and you can create save. That's it, done. But if you have number of APIs, for example 2 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 3 4 5, any number, so what you need to do, you need to create, better thing is you can create API group, because the benefit of creating API group is API group comes up with the base URL and headers. So you need to once put your base URL and headers. Later on when you create APIs, so it will automatically get connected with that APIs. For example, I created one API, get profile. You see my previous URL, base URL appears, and I just need to put endpoint. Similarly, if I create any other API, it will also come up with the base URL. I just need to pass the endpoint, and if any header is different, so I can pass it here, and I need to give a name, and I can change the type. We will also discuss about the type now, and then hit save, so it's done. Okay, so that's how you can create and get benefit from the API groups. Let's talk about the methods. There are four types, not four sections of four parts of APIs. Okay, one is type of API. What type of API you are using, what's the URL of your API, what's the header of your API, what's the body of your API. This is an optional for body. Sorry, for body is optional for post. If you have a get API, you don't need to have a body. You will not be having a body. There are four kind of APIs. Get, not four, maybe five, or I think according to my knowledge it's five. Get, post, put, patch, and delete. But these two are most important and widely used. Later type of APIs very less use, so you don't need to worry about it, because all those API kind of work you can also do with these get and post API, so you don't need to worry about it. What is get API? If you want to pull some data from the database and you just have few filters. For example, you want to pass the company ID and want to pull the data of a company from the database, so it's better you can use get API. Okay, because you just have a one parameter, so you can use get API and it can pull the data, and your parameters appear in the attach or append with your endpoints by using question mark. If you are having your API and you see the question mark, so it's sure that this is a get API, because you can use your params. This is parameter. Okay, LinkedIn URL is a parameter, and this is the value of a parameter that you are passing. Okay, this we can achieve using get API. But if you have a post API, you can use body. So for example, if you have a large number of data, for example you want to pass company ID. For example, let me show you example. For example, you want to pass keyword, geocoding, all these things. There are large number of things, so the URL would be too long. It's not a good practice to use that get API with these kind of large big data. So you can use post API. You can pass number of parameters. For example, in this case, you see lot of parameters you can pass, and your type would be, body type would be JSON, because you are passing JSON. But if you are passing image, so your type would be multi-part. Okay, so you pass all these data, and then method type would be post. You can pass the name of the API, the URL of the API, and then just click run. Once you run, it will search your API according to the parameters that you pass. You see, API URL you pass this, headers you pass these, body you pass this, and this is your response. Okay, now the most important thing is in this data, the most important thing is the headers. If you are not passing your headers, so you will be able to see 401 response. I will tell you, I'm gonna delete this because I will create with you. So I wanted to share you get API. Okay, let's talk about get API. I'm gonna work in this video. We will be discussing about, we will be hands-on working on the get API, because we just need to pass one variable. You can also do, I will also tell you with the post. Okay, so in this case we have a get API. This is our parameter URL which we pick from the rapid API. Okay, I was creating the video, I did all these things, then I realized that my mic is cut, so I need to create a video again. So this is a rapid API where we pick the URL of the API that we are using in this video. So what I did, this is, you see, once you log in the rapid API, you will see the many APIs, then you select any API, then you see get, this is get. Here you can also see get URL. Okay, if you want to test this API, you can also test in this API into the terminal. You see, once I click this, I just need to paste this and hit send, because I don't have the extensions installed, so that's why I'm getting this error. But no, not an issue, we will be using in Flutterflow, but you can still use this curl request into the terminal easily. Okay, or shell easily. Okay, now the thing is, we will be having a get URL which we used it here. Okay, now the main thing is we wanted to use the, where I am. Okay, I want to see get URL, how this URL is long. Okay, I think I mistakenly passed inaccurate data, which is causing an issue for me now. So I'm gonna delete. Okay, understandable. Actually, what I did is cut this. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. This is my endpoint. Okay, this is my endpoint. After question mark, as I told you earlier, after question mark your parameter will appear. Okay, so my parameter is LinkedIn URL, and here I need to pass URL. So previously I created a parameter which is named as URL, and in my query I put URL, because query parameter you need to pass variable that you want to use it here. Okay, I pass URL and I create variable for URL, and now I need to pass square bracket URL and then close square bracket and hit save. What I was doing there is this is my URL for a company. Okay, www.linkedin.com/company/supabase. Okay, once I hit run, I will be able to easily see the company of Supabase, all the data. Okay, you see all the data we are getting of Supabase. Details, LinkedIn profile, 61,333 followers count. Okay, now this is good approach. We are close to use our API, but before using this thing we need to change a few things, because this URL is repeating many times, so it's better that I'm gonna cut this URL and I will use it here once, because this is hard coded URL. This core URL will not change. Okay, only the keyword change. So it's better that I pass this URL. I'm gonna change this word also. Now it would be company name, not a URL. Company name. I'm gonna copy this and I will pass this here. Now we just need to pass the company name and we will be getting the response. For example, I will say Flutterflow. Hit run. We are expecting to get a Flutterflow here. Okay, now we are getting Flutterflow company data, all these things, which is good. Now here you can see that we will be getting all the required data in one variable, which is data. How you can see, if you scroll down, you will see some few details here. For example, company name, Flutterflow, company description, domain, everything you are getting. But if you scroll up, you will notice one variable which I already add. I need to remove it here, then you will see better. Okay, so you will see one variable which is data. If I preview, so you will see all the required data that we want is in data variable. So what I need to do, I will scroll, select this, then hold shift button and press down, so it all copy. Click copy, control C, go for data type. Now we need to use data type, so I will go for the JSON convert. Okay, this is the JSON, this is called as JSON. Okay, JSON convert to data type. Okay, so this is my whole JSON. I want to remove some variables which I don't want to use, for example location, so I'm gonna remove it. Similarly, headquarter details, we are not interested to see headquarter details, remove it. Similarly, the funding information, don't need. Okay, company ID, no need. Affiliation, no need. Company name, description, domain, email, no need. Employee count, LinkedIn URL, photo, and below things. In the below things, we remove these things. Website important, founded important, domain no need, because we already have website. So these are the things which I am interested, which we use and show it into the front end. Okay, now I want to give the name. In this case, I will say, for example, the name of my data type is company data. This is Pascal convention. Okay, create, all data is created. You can verify your data types with your JSON, but I know these are correct in this case, because many strings. Okay, now I go for the API again, go for URL, and now let's try test API again. Once we will be getting response. Okay, now we are getting the response. What we need to do, add JSON path, and here I will say data. I will add the name, which is data, and I know this is JSON, but we have already created data type. So here you can select the data type, and data type is company data. Update it. Now you will be getting all the data which would be packed easily in the data variable. Sounds good. Now we need to save it. It's saved. What we need to do next is, you need one thing I want to highlight it here is, remember the variables that you have not added in the data type will not be saved in the data type, and you are not able to use that variables. Like this, we have not created this, so we cannot use this. Other variables can easily store into the data types, but make sure no spelling mistake. That's why I copy and paste. If the spelling mistake happened, for example affiliated company, and your API is returning companies, so you not see the you will not be able to see this variable data. Okay, now I parse this JSON to the data type. Now I need to hit save. It's already done. Now I go back, and we have a text field. Let's do some alteration here, and I would say I need to add some padding from the column. For example 12 from right left. Okay, I will put from all. Okay, we have this text field, and I can also I also want to pass button, insert button. Okay, I'm also interested to pass some padding or spacing, so this is having, here we will say company name. Okay, so just you need to pass company name, the user needs to pass company name, and here we will say search. Okay, we will be using the API on search button. Okay, what we want to do, what we need to do, click on search button, go for add action, open on tab. Now here, before calling the API, I'm gonna add a condition. If my text field is set, okay, if my text field, I'm gonna copy this variable. Okay, I will click here, condition here. Okay, if my company name is set and not empty, then you need to call API, otherwise no need to call API, because API, how company, there is no company name, so what it will search, it's not a good thing. Go for backend API call, select your API, get company details. Here we have parameter which is company name. So how we will be getting company name, we will be getting company name from widget state text field which we add, company name we add here. And if you want to change the name, so you will say response, whatever the response we will be getting it here. Response is success. If the response is success, then what you need to do, what we will do, okay, we will create some variables, that's good thing. Okay, so I'm gonna insert a variable, insert a row. Okay, and here I will say, for example, okay, so I'm thinking how I create a UI design. So I will put a pass a text, but I think we can pass not text but rich text, because we, it comes up with many other, so we can also easily use this. For example, first of all we will say company name, company name, and here for example this would be a company name, and before this I'm gonna wrap this with a column. Okay, and then I will pass the padding from the top, let's suppose 20 20 20 20. Okay, so top is 20. Then what I am interested in, whatever the thing which I the second, it would having a color of pink, or maybe not pink but purple maybe, or blue is not readable, I want it to be readable, only white is readable. So what we do, success, yellow is all red, green is also readable little bit. I'm gonna make it semi bold, and change the font to make it 18. Okay, company name, and here it will show company name, sounds good. Let's make it duplicate company name, then we need a company description, then we need a no company description we not use, then we having let's see what variable we need. Okay, so what I need to do here, if you click action output, you will be able to see API response. Okay, API response, then you need to go for JSON body predefined path, because you already defined the path which is your data. Okay, then you will be having data structure which you create here. Then company name, easy, company name you pass and confirm. Also need to pass default value, let's suppose dash. Now I need to copy this, and this information I need to also pass it into this, but this time not company name, let's suppose description, easy. Okay, now we just need to, but in this case if I want, I'm using this kind of thing, so I need to use description like this, so that description can comes into the second line, expansion is required. Okay, so now I'm gonna select the here we can also do this thing so that expansion can easily work. Okay, now let's duplicate, control D, 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 D. I think these are enough. Description, then what we need an employee count. What we need a employee range, followers, LinkedIn URL. Here we will just say URL. Okay, LinkedIn. Here we will say LinkedIn. And what we're gonna do, once we go here, we will pass open on tab, add action. Here we will search launch URL, launch LAUNCH, launch URL, and here we will say variable, and there we will easily pass, but I need to copy the parameter this. Now I come here, click here, open, and here I'll pass this LinkedIn URL, so that when the user clicks, so it will move towards the LinkedIn. And here we will change the color of the LinkedIn so that it will look realistic also. Okay, no worries, no fine, no worries. Okay, description is done. Then the logo, image. Really interested to see the image, which is good. So what we need to do is, here we can add insert image variable, which will accept network URL that is having a value coming from image. Okay, but the thing is, you can only use here image variable, image parameter. This is an issue actually. Flutterflow is having an issue in the case of image. You cannot use image directly. I'm gonna make it up. You cannot pass string directly here. This field is called as image path. So if you want to solve this thing, so you just need to go here and go the custom function, and you need to create a one custom function that will return image path and take string image string. Okay, and you just need to nothing, you just need to return this image value here. That's it. But you see, I pass a image path, it's still returning string, because image path is also a string. But in the image URL, it will not show, it will not allow you to pass string. It will only say that you can pass your image path. Okay, function name is convert string to image path. Okay, now save, then run multiple time, click, and now let's go back because it will run successfully. Now I need to do you see, when I am pasting this, so I am not able to pass my logo URL here. Okay, not able because it's disabled. But now we have a function, so we will say convert string to image path, then pass. Now we can pass all variables because all variables are string. Now I can pass logo URL, confirm. Now this is attached, really good. And I think last variable we don't need, and we have only one left, which is year founded. A website also, but let's ignore year founded. So here we need to write also here founded in. Okay, then LinkedIn URL. Okay, then follower count, for number of followers. Okay, then employee range, then number of employees, then description, company, only description, description. Okay, company spelling, make it correct. Company name, okay, fine. No need company. uh, Only number, name, only name, all these things are good. But now once we run this API, we will see an issue, an error. What's the error? I will tell you. Because we are pulling all the data here, but our API is right now, our API is null. That this is an issue, so we need to hide this. I will tell you how to do. First I need to send this image in the column. Okay, now this image in the column. Now we have a column. What we need to do, we just need to add a condition here. We will create a parameter that will name as is searched, and this would be a boolean. Okay, boolean, and by default the value is false. Confirm. What we want is this condition, this variable, we will attach it here. Page parameter is search. Okay, we will say that we are saying that when this variable is true, then you need to show all these things, otherwise no need to show anything. And when we made this variable true, when search is successful, so on succeed we will add, and we will add, make this variable is search to set value to true. Okay, and once before hitting the API, we will make this variable again false, so that the data removed, the data hide, and then API run and new data comes correctly. Now everything is good, everything is fine, and hope so everything will work, inshallah. Now what we need to do, go for we just need to go for change the page. Okay, now what's the name of the page? I think so API something. What's the name? Job search. I said job search, but this is not job search, this is company search. Okay, API implementation, everything is good. I hope it will work. Now let's try. I'm thinking that we can also create one variable which we missed so that that variable we can also use. Control D. So this would be website. Here we will say search maybe, and search we will pass, we will change the URL, and it would be website. Okay, sounds good. Now let's run. Okay, now the moment of truth. What happened? My text field is can I write? Oh, color is, I make the color incorrect, which is cursor color, also incorrect, and the data which I am filling, fill color should also be white. Oh, not white, let's suppose black. Oh, sorry, what I'm doing. Text color I need to change. This is company is good. Initial text, yes. This color I need to change and make it black, but no worries, we can see here what we are typing. Okay, so for now we will type here. Let's suppose Flutter flow. I write Flutter flow. You see here Flutter flow I write. I click search. Moment of truth. Do we able to see? Alhamdulillah, mashallah. So you see all the values are here, but because data is not data is distorted, and you cannot see name and all these things because of this color we not use accurately. What I'm gonna do, I will disable the color palette dark mode, and now we are only using one color palette. Now we will see better. This is a thing which we did, so we need to change the color of, make it okay. I think we can go directly because this color is, and we can change from one so that everywhere it will change. Name is having primary text. I'll see what's the primary text. Okay, primary text is, you see this is bad color, so primary text should be black. Now everything appears good. Okay, so just to I see one issue, which is the formatting issue maybe. So formatting issue we can solve it by cross axis alignment side, and then we can wrap this widget, make it smaller. Even the image also appear, which is really good. 150 50 150, and wrap this widget with a row and make it in the center. Now it's appear. Border radius, I'm gonna make it like this, and then I need to add a spacing which is 12 for example, so that we can see more clearly. Let's try hit run, and then we see again. Flutterflow, hit search, mashallah. So now you see name appears, everything appear. Now if we'll say super base, super search, so it will appear super base. If I search Google, it will appear. Oh, Google is having any value which is not string or something, so that's why it's this, but we don't need to worry about it. Okay, so actually you see Google's data is having any string which is not integer or something. You see data type, that's what I was telling you earlier. Maybe data type we not make it correct. Employee count integer, okay, good. Employee range, good. Follower count, good. And URL, good. Year founded, also good. Maybe anything which is string they make. Okay, dark mode is also causing issues. because we used dark mode a lot earlier, so I'm gonna enable it back so that we not face any issue. But primary text we already changed it, so this is good. Okay, everything is good. Now I'm gonna refresh it. Okay, now we are gonna search, for example, Flutter Fluency. Let's see if it is exist or not. Flutter Fluency. I hope it exists. Oh no, because I have not created company. That's only an organization of Flutter Fluency. Okay, the last we will search YouTube search, and again the same thing. Which variable is an issue? Let's see which variable is an issue. YouTube description term, everything is good. Then where is an issue? Range is a string. Employee range is a string. Okay, fine. Employee range is a string. We pass employee range is not a string. Let's see. Employee range is a string already put. Let's search YouTube on the API directly, so that we can see which variable we need to change. YouTube search. Okay. This is already string, this is already string. Then employee count integer, yes. String accurate forever count integer, yes. Then URL, LinkedIn URL already string. This is already string. This is already string. Year founded, I think so, is an integer. Let's see. Year founded, yeah, year founded is an integer. This is causing an issue. String. Now this error will be gone, inshallah. Let's try. Okay. Okay, now let's go for Google. Now it will not show any error. Done. You see, all these things founded in, not mentioned. Everything is correct. Let's see the URL. If I click LinkedIn, so we go for Google's LinkedIn. Mashallah, accurate. If I search, for example, let's search any other company. Let's suppose NASA. NASA is also having one variable which is not integer, maybe number of employees or any other thing, but no worries, not an issue. Thank you so much for watching. This is a video where I teach you related to API in depth. We see in depth what are the things that is important in API, and how we create API, and how we link API, what's the benefit of using data types, and how we can easily create data types, and how we can easily integrate APIs. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any question, please make sure to comment below. I will surely answer, inshallah. Thank you so much, and I'll see you into the next video.